we start now? Hello, madam. Can we start now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our panel discussion today. Today, the topic is powering the future. Can we go fully green? I'm today host Wu Jiyu. As climate change becomes a bigger global problem, clean energy transition is now a very important goal for the world. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 7 says that by 2030, everyone should have access to modern energy that is affordable, reliable, and sustainable. However, even though green energy has great potential, it still faces many challenges. These include high costs, technology limits, policy problems, and social acceptance. So, in this discussion, we want to explore one big question. Powering the future, can we go fully green? We choose the topic economical and applicable clean energy because it is both important for the whole world and difficult to achieve in practice. In many developing countries, clean energy is still expensive and technical support is weak. Clean energy is not equally available in whole regions. At the same time, more and more young people are starting green businesses and changing how they use energy. By talking about this topic, we hope to bring out practical ideas and real inspiration. Our discussion today will cover four parts. The first one is the clean energy is a long-term choice for the economy. The next one is the still poses difficulties or challenges for the developing countries. The next one is the clean energy promotes energy equity. The last one is the clean energy transition will bring out unemployment. To support our discussion, I want to share a sentence from the World Energy Transition Outlook 2023, a report by International Renewable Energy Agency. To research global climate goals, the share of renewables in power generation must rise from 28% today to 91% by 2050. This report is very useful. It gives us numbers, facts, and suggestions. It talks about cost trends, use action, and energy solutions in developing countries. That's why it's a good reference for our panel. Next comes the moment for guests to share their viewpoints. Let's welcome today's first guest, Ding Yiwen, to share.
Hello everyone, my speech topic is clean energy is a long-term truth for the economic. One aspect, the economic benefits of clean energy, long-term cost.
I'm sorry. Can you please introduce yourself first?
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Ding Yiwen. My speech topic is clean energy is a long-term truth for the economy. One aspect, the economic benefits of clean energy, long-term cost advantages and employment growth. The reason for choosing this topic is to analyze in detail how clean energy can promote sustainable economic development by reducing long-term costs and creating employment opportunities. Two, elaboration. Importance. Traditional fossil fuels are affected by resource scarcity with large price fluctuation and a clean long-term upward trend, while clean energy, such as solar and wind energy, requires equipment investment in the early stage, but the operating costs of technologies such as solar and wind energy are much lower than fossil fuels, which can stabilize economic energy expenditures. Challenge initial financial pressure for technological upwards and the infrastructure construction. Energy streams technologies needs to be improved. When the solar power generation is unstable, insufficient energy storage potentialities will after the continuous supply of energy. Through evidence, the core availment of the text is that clean energy is a long-term economic truth positive, citing a report by the International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA, that in 2022, 86% of newly added renewable energy projects worldwide had lower electricity generation costs than fossil fuels. Employment data, according to statistics from the U.S. Department of Energy, the number of employees in the solar energy industry will increase by 12% year-on-year in 2023, far exceeding that on the coal industry. For justification, when selecting this text for discussion, one can directly use the long-term truth positioning to focus the speech on the economic dimension, linking topics that as cost, industry, and sustainable development with long-term economic value has become a driving force for in-depth exploration of the economic value of clean energy, providing direction and value for speeches. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the speech of the first guest. Next comes the speech of the second guest, Wang Wen.
Hello everyone, hello Professor. My name is Wang Wen and my student number is A214653. The topic I want to discuss is challenge for developing countries. Part 1, some topic choice. I chose solar energy in developing countries. Potential and challenges. It shows both the benefits and problem of using solar power in polar nations. Part 2. Explanation. Solar energy is clean and renewable. Many developing countries have a lot of sunlight, making solar power a good position. It can bring electricity to remote areas, helping educational, health, and jobs. But there are challenges: high costs, lack of expert, weak and poor government support. This problem shows down on the solar energy growth. Part 3. Evidence. For example, Kenya's Off-Grid solar programmer have given electricity to rural areas in poor lives, but the World Bank says funding and improvement technology limited growth. Also, the IEA reports that developing countries still use very little solar power globally. Part 4. Justification. Why this matters. This topic shows both the hopes and struggle of solar energy. Real example and data prove the need for global help, funding, technology, and training. And part 5. Why choose this topic? Number 1. Important. Solar energy fights poverty and climate change. Number 2. Balanced and pros and cons. Number 3. Fact-based, use real cases and reports. Number 4. Solution-focused, encourage education and prioritize money and teaching share. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, now let's welcome the third guest, Guan Yumeng, to share her views.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Guan Yumeng. My student number is 8207212. Today, I will show how clean energy can promote energy equity around the world. Many people in poor or rural areas still don't have access to electricity. Clean energy like solar panel and small wind system can help bring power to these places. My text is from the article Toward Equitable Energy Access in Least Electrified Countries, published in March 2024. Why did I choose this task? Because it talks about the positive role of clean energy in social equity, especially how it provides stable and affordable electricity for poor and remote areas, and also helps women and families access the basic services such as education and medical care. Clean energy gives people a fair chance to study, work, and living healthier lives. It's not just about the environment, it's also about social justice and equity opportunities. This is why I believe clean energy is not only green, but also fair. Thank you. This is all.
Thank you to the above three guests for your sharing. Next comes the sharing of the last guest, Yan Shuaichen.
Hello everyone, my name is Yan Shuaichen. My student number is A208369. My speech topic is why clean energy might lead to job losses. Today I want to talk about a serious issue that is often ignored when we discuss clean energy, job loss. I chose this article because it points out the problem very pertinently. I chose this topic because most people, including myself, often hear only a good side of clean energy. It's clean, it's sustainable, it's the future. But after reading a report called Is the Global Workforce Ready for the Energy Transition? I realized that this green transition is not fair to everyone. Clean energy can create millions of new jobs in solar, wind, electric, and more. But at the same time, it can also destroy many existing jobs, especially in coal, oil, and so on. For example, in countries like China, India, and South Africa, millions of workers depend on coal jobs to feed their families. These workers often have little formal education and specific skills. It's hard for them to suddenly switch a high-tech green job. Some countries like Saudi Arabia depend on oil and gas for their government income. If they reduce fossil fuel too quickly, they might lose money for schools, hospitals, and public jobs. The report gives some suggestions. Governments need to help workers reskill to learn new skills for clean energy jobs. They also need to provide support like income assistance, job matching, and guidance. And most importantly, we must include these workers in our clean energy plans, because if we only protect the planet but forget the people, then our transition is not fair and it's not truly sustainable. Clean energy is not just a technical challenge, it is also a social challenge. We need to think about both the planet and the people. Only then can we build a better, fairer, and greener future. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the four guests for their in-depth sharing. From today's discussion, we can see that the future of green energy is indeed full of possibilities, but it is not something that can be achieved overnight. We should not only see the optimistic trends in the technology and the market, but also confront multiple challenges such as policies, costs, and infrastructure head-on. To achieve a true green transformation, we need the joint efforts of the government, enterprises, young people, and consumers. It is helps that through this discussion, we can all have a clear understanding of this issue and contribute to the promotion of clean energy in our future studies and lives. We hope this discussion helps us understand both the opportunities and the difficulties of energy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Madam.